If you're thinking of repurposing your annual planners, I've got some tips for you in today's video. "2020 and 2021 were the years where all plans flew out of the window for most of us. I don't think I'm the only one with lots of unused planners from that period. Another year is upon us, so let's do a tutorial on repurposing those planners. Why? 1. It's an environmentally friendly project by reducing waste. 2. It's cost effective. You avoid buying a new planner. And 3, my favorite, and probably yours too, reason, we get to give it a calligraphy makeover. Faux calligraphy, in fact. So let's get started. The planner I have selected has a cover that's made up of dark brown vegan leather. It's got the year imprinted on it. So it's not as easy as just going over it with another pen and replacing the year with the latest one. If I were to deposit more ink on the imprint, it just highlights it even more instead of covering it up. So instead, what I'm going to do is to cover this imprinted year with washi tape. To create a stronger bond between the washi tape and the cover, I'll be using Mod Podge, but you can use any kind of adhesive that you have. I'm laying 2 strips of painter's tape to make sure that I apply the Mod Podge glue more neatly, and so that I also have some guidelines for laying the washi tape straight. Once you have positioned your washi tape, you can remove the painter's tape. To make sure that the glue bonds better to the cover, I'm laying a heavy piece of rock on top of the tape. It's now been 2 days, and here's what the washi tape looks like on our cover. Actually, I wish it didn't turn out to be so wrinkly, but that's okay. I'll do a pattern on the washi tape so it won't be as obvious. Now comes the best part, which is adding calligraphy. You can choose to add the new year of the planner, but I have a better suggestion for you. How about adding your word or theme for the new year instead? Here's how I come up with my own word of the year, and I'll share a few tips so that you can also come up with yours. First, I got into a creative rather than reactive mental state. What I mean by that is that sometimes at the end of the past year, I reflect upon that year. And if I were to select a word for the next year based on my reflection, it would be in reaction to my present situation at that time. So instead, what I want to do is to select a word from my future, not as an extension from my present. I think the new year is a great opportunity for a break in trajectory to reimagine something new and different for my life, even if it looks impossible based on my current future then. Once I start to imagine something new, then I think about who do I need to become to make that dream happen. So in my case, I need to be bold, and I need to go into 2023 boldly. So that's my word of the year. What about you? What do you want to create in 2023? How do you want to step into 2023? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. You know, I used to aspire to fit in and blend in and to want what other people want. But this year, I think it's time to allow myself to want and try for something different. That's also why I selected the color gold, because it stood out so well, so visible against the dark brown cover. For gold, I'm using the Mavi Uchida Deco Color Marker. The calligraphy style that I'm going for is Faux calligraphy. So the first step is to draw out the letters in monoline, meaning that the line is going to be of equal thickness for the whole word. Well, actually, you can just do monoline calligraphy for the whole thing and just stop here. But if you want to do the Faux calligraphy style and you want to see the contrast of thick and thin strokes, and we're going to carry on with doing our Faux calligraphy. With your pen, draw another stroke to the left or right of your downstrokes and fill in the gap. Leave the upstrokes and the embellishments like swashes alone so that you get your contrast of thicks and thins. If you're loving this tutorial so far, do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. To echo the Faux calligraphy, I'll be adding some flourishing on the washi tape with the same pen. The color contrast on a rainbow background of the washi tape is not as apparent as gold on brown background, but I didn't want to use too many colors that detract from the word. And check out how the ink shines when it catches the light. I just love how the gold pops. So here's a closer look at our Faux calligraphy of my word of the year, boldly. In this tutorial, we're working with something other than paper, which is vegan leather. And if you're interested in adding calligraphy on all sorts of materials from food to wood, why not take my free course? I take you through the foundational framework of prep, play, display, so that you have a process for adding calligraphy on any material. You'll also get 2 bonuses downloadable playbooks. One is my curated list of pens and inks, and the other an overview of the prep, play, display framework. You can find a link to the free course in the description box below. So we've completed the outside and it looks like a brand new planner for the new year. And what about the inside of our planner? I'll be sharing one sample monthly page and how I redesign it. The easiest method for me is to use the whiteout. Here, I'll cover the dates and the year, leaving just the month. Now, depending on what color scheme makes you feel joyful, and chirpy yellows do that for me, you can add brush pen calligraphy as well. I'm writing the year 2023 using brush pens in yellow and orange. If you don't like the look of the whiteout, you can always paste stickers over them, like what I'm doing here for the second and fourth row. Generally, I'm quite happy just writing over or beside the whiteout. So although I'm using stickers for this sample, monthly page, I generally don't use too many stickers in case it bulks up my planner. Going with the same color theme, for the first row, my dates are all in yellow. And then black on yellow like a bee. And the next row of dates is going to be in orange brush pen. And then we repeat the same pattern. So there you have it, our repurposed planner with calligraphy. Check out the before and after monthly page. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that 2023 will turn out to be an exciting year for you that brings you closer to the life that you desire. I have something exciting to share with you too. On this channel, we've been doing a lot of calligraphy together, both on paper and on other sorts of materials, using brush pens and other types of writing supplies. In the first quarter of this new year, I'm looking to explore creating natural inks and using them for calligraphy. Creating natural inks from scratch is such a beautiful, mindful process, and I cannot wait to share it with you. It will be a perfect complement to the calligraphy skills that we have already practiced together so far. Remember to let me know what's your word of the year in the comments below. See you soon in the next video. Happy 2023!